Greetings, everybody. Oh, that might be a little loud. Background noise. Yep. So I was looking at my watch. I was paying attention, and it was like I swear it was just like 142, and then I looked, it's like 158. And I'm like, oh no. So I hadn't gotten my iPad set up yet, but that's always the last thing I do. So not a big deal. And I think I got everything else done. I gotta click this, click a couple more buttons, and we'll be good to go. All right, not like I have any viewers anyway, so won't matter much. At least not at the moment. Whoops. Oh well, I didn't mean to hit that button twice. I'm using my Stream Deck. So it got in there twice. Hey, how you doing? First person in. Thank you. So I'm just kind of waiting for everybody to pop in. So I've done a lot of work on this world since the last time we played on it. So I thought maybe I'd do a quick rundown before we head into the end and fight the Ender Dragon. Ah. Hello, how you doing, Fanny? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, well, I don't believe it. They're saying the same thing because they're bots. That's just my opinion. All right. Let me just check one more thing before we get going. Make sure all of my setup is right. Because I do also, stream on YouTube. Well, since we're looking at that right there. This is my YouTube stream. So I am also streaming. I stream simultaneously on YouTube and on Twitch. So I was just checking to make sure that was working. I'm not used to having my entire screen be the what I'm streaming. So matter of fact, that probably should go over so I can check it during the put it on the other side of the screen. All right. Well, interesting. My stream, the Twitch was not up on my Google. I thought I hit the button. All right. Huh. It's only showing one person on, so I didn't want to get into the fight or really talk about these guys here until to show you what I've done in the stream here on this world until we got a bit of an audience. All right. Yeah, so I've done some work on this. I took over this house here and made it into the bee area. Went through a process, basically getting different types of bees, and basically you breed them up and they become, you can match them up. Two different types will come up with the one you want. I have the ancient bee here, which does, when you, right here's what it does. I don't know why it's like that. Usually it's all one pile. It's weird. But netherite scrap. All right, so you can see, yeah, it's weird how it's doing that. Usually it's all like in a pile of 64. Huh. And then this bee here, where I have this is all right here. This is all diamonds. So when we centrifuge that up, it gives me the diamonds that are right here. And then over here. See, I don't know what's going on here. It only showing, yeah, there's something not quite right with the game today. I was trying to craft some things up and trying to, one thing I did too, I didn't have this last time. This is refined storage now. So I was trying to pull things out of here and it wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me. I was making up some items. What's the best way of saying it? Make up these right here. I was making up the these guys. You have to get all the way up to Supremium. The Essence, that's like the 5th tier or something like that. What is that? Yeah, 4th or 5th tier. And every time I did it, the thing that you did it, the crystal used it would go away, and it would be like it's there, but it wouldn't pull it into the recipe. I had to pull it out and put it into my storage, my own inventory, in order for it to work. So I had to make all of these up because I needed them for part of the recipes. For instance, when I'm making this, where's the master crystal? Now, I was trying to get to this master crystal because this master crystal right here, when you're using it, it's an infusion crystal. If you notice, it says unlimited uses. The other ones say like 256. 256 sounds like a lot, but when you're in the lower levels, like the inferium, you're having to make that over and over and over and over again. You break it pretty easily. This is unlimited, so this is what I was getting to. But every time I tried to make up the crystals, like for instance, whenever I would make up, let's try this one, the Prudentium. Yeah, I was trying to make this crystal. It'd be there, like I got more than one, but it wouldn't show up when I was trying to make the next level, which is I think it's tertium. So in other words, when you saw that that's there, so I'm trying to make up the essence. I don't even know where it's at. Where's the essence? It's one of these. Here's the essence. So when I was doing this, it wasn't even, now the master showed up, but it wasn't showing, the crystal wasn't even showing up. So it's like, that's not good. So I had to keep going back in and doing some things. And so, yeah, this thing right here, where it's like that shouldn't be. That's like only saying 26 out of all those. It should be a stack of 64 before it moves into the other. So if you watch this one, see that it's only got a certain percentage of chance of it making, but it does make the diamond. And you don't see a diamond in every one of these squares. You'll see it'll stack. I think. Unless this is messed up too. I don't know what we can use this wax for, but I've got a ton of it. There you go. See, it's stacking. Why the other one isn't stacking, I don't know. And that means it's not making as nearly as much as it was, because I was getting, way more than that. 9 times as much. So, yeah, hopefully this is a beta. So, understandable. It does end up being weird sometimes. So, you have to just kind of deal with it. Okay, but so yeah, I did this so I could basically so I could have the digital storage. But I know from my personal world, having, and I do have flight. That's one thing I do have too. We were working on that. Remember, working on with the goo. I did get a chance to get that. Problem was the netherite. So I had to get to the bees first. Bees making the netherite. Then I had to have the netherite blocks in order to make the material that becomes the eclipse um, ingots. So yeah, it's always a process with modded Minecraft. So I did get the eclipse. Yeah, so I still have a few pieces left because I made up some. Right here, I got the Paxel. I made up. This takes up 3 different things: shovel, axe, and pickaxe. So that's why it's called Paxel. And then I made the bow, and I found some aluminium inside of the ancient city. And once I started mining in the mining dimension, it's there as well. So I found some and found enough to make the pickaxe. Then I just went back in using this device. Oh, I think it's in my backpack. I have an extra backpack here just for picking items up. And this is called a chunk destroyer. And you can put the some fortune and unbreaking and mending on it. Do it through this little device here. And I had it tear up quite a few different chunks. Let me see if I can get there. I'll show you what it looks like. Oh, here I don't have to do a lot of that. Right here. So I had it tear up this whole, all the way down to bedrock. This whole area here. So yeah, that's where I found some. And the funny thing is, if it's tearing the chunk up, it will delete the aluminium. But in the nether, if you use this device in the nether, it will leave the vibranium floating, and you have to break that. So it's weird. It won't do it with aluminium, but it will do it with the vibranium. So what you have to do is you have to kind of follow it. That's why I've got flight. You have to follow it in order to find all the modding before it deletes it. And I was able to find a few. So here's what I have. So here is the Eclipse alloy. And again, Eclipse alloy, that's what we were working towards this. We were working towards right here, the raw Eclipse. You have to use this shadow pulse goo. And that's why I was in the ancient city trying to find these things. Okay. I made this. But when you do this, you also have to have, which is why I had to have the bees, the block of netherite. A block of netherite becomes this. Now you can fortune this, so that's a nice thing. You can have, I think, 6, because there's 6 sides to a block. You have 6 of those going, and then of course when you're fortunate, you could have as many as like 18 or more ingots. So yeah, that's what I had to do in order to get enough to make these. So, and each of these will have their own sets right there. You can see you can put in night vision, which you already have with the pylon. But we could put night vision, water breathing. I already have that with the pylon. But the debuff, remover, mentor, I don't know what some of these are. Here, we have the Elytra, but also flight. Flight is what we have now. Flight is creative flight. So that's an upgrade. We also have invulnerability, but it's not permanent. It's only like for about a minute. But you're in the middle of a mob fight, you can hit a button, a hotkey, and you're invulnerable. It's like when they hit the same sound you hear when they're hitting the shield. That's what you hear. Okay, and then but there's also another one. I don't know where it's at. That I use in the fights in the other decoy. That's the one right there. Decoy. It actually puts a decoy up for a minute, and all the mobs will fight. Will go right towards it, so you have a breather. So you can kind of run away, or you can take a breather, so they're not hitting you, and try to eat or do whatever during a massive mob fight. And when you get into that dungeon and the other, it is a massive fight. There are tons and tons of spawners are all over the place. Yeah, it's a mess. I died like 8 times just trying to get the unobtainium smithing template. And the unobtainium is found in the nether, so you have to fight the dragon to get to the nether. Yeah, it's a mess. It's a real mess. So like I said, it's always something when it comes to modded Minecraft. So this is the portal, and you just, oh, I got this too. This is my traveling one. This is a pain to craft as well. You just hit a button here, and it's like an Enderman traveling around. Yeah, see? So you can do this several times, and you go just as fast. And it lets you go through things too. And I'll show you that in a minute. So we can put this guy away. You have to just crouch, empty hand, hit it, and it takes you back. Okay, and if you put this guy in the nether, it'll take you to the other instead of to the mining dimension. And you put another one of these, put it into the end, and it'll take you to, I forget what they call it. It's not the other, of course. Can't remember. But there's another dimension. When I went in there was nothing there. It was actually blank. All I had was my little pad right here. Showed up, but that was it. There was no land, there was no creatures, there was nothing. So I don't think it's in the game yet, even though you have the ability to do that. Okay, so right there it says right click to teleport to the mining dimension. Put one of these in the nether and it'll say to the other. And we have to do the other because we have to, there's a recipe I just tried. Oh, for the smithing template for vibranium, you have to have what's called ancient stone, and that's found in the other. Okay, so so we have the mining. What I did here, very simply. I found these when I was traveling. I don't know if it was on stream or not. I didn't make any of these. Oh, I made this one, but I didn't make these. Oh, I made a drying basin and that, yeah. But these 3 here, and all 4, they were in a temple. It was like a blood temple or something. Evil Craft is what the name of that mod is. I'd never seen it. I was traveling and found it, and I stole those. And so here's what I did with the, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. But this is really cool because it makes, basically, as it shows, emerald. And I got that shadow pulse soil. I just basically make up farmland and hit it with my hoe, my shadow pulse hoe, and it becomes that farmland. That's really high level, so it goes real fast. I have these upgrades, and you got to give it power. So you can do this with a ton of different seeds. That's called mystical agriculture. Yeah, it can really take over your game if you want it, if you let it. So here's what I did. All right, these right here are some storage. These are 64K storage blocks. See, and here, I guess you could probably say if you only wanted to have certain things. It's not even being used right now. They're just there for overflow, extras. As I progress in the world here. So I took all the stuff that was here. I used something that's provided by Sophisticated Storage called a packing tape. And what that does is it allows you to, like here, I could put it on here, and I would be able to move it just like it, as if it was a shulker. I could move all of these without if I break it right now, all that stuff's going to fall on the floor. It's going to go into my inventory, whatever. And some of these that you might have, right now we have things so you can go well above 64. Like right here, this is 128. And if you break that, would all fall on the floor and make a mess, and you have to sort it and stuff. Use a packing tape. Use it only once. You put it down, and the packing tape goes away. So I haven't been in the end yet, so I don't have a shulker box. So I used that to, when I went into the mining dimension, I used that to move the items around. So yeah, it's just a little complicated, but like I say, it's just part of the game. So here's the flight. Whoop, yep. And right here is how you make the seeds. Part of mystical agriculture. These are pedestals. They have to be in that arrangement. You can't put them anywhere. I had it wrong, actually. I had these out by one, and there was a shadow that showed up telling me I was in the wrong spot. I had to move them in by one, and when I did that, and you have to have the seed, the blank seed here. Hit that button, and it made my other seeds. Will you stop already? I have, you see it bouncing around. Jeez, I wish you would stop bouncing. I'd be able to hit it. I have thorns 3, so thorns hurts them when they try to hurt me. So yeah, this is part of mystical agriculture. If I go here, just real quick to show you. Go. Will you stop already? Right here. So here's what I had to do, and that's why I had to get that supremium essence, and it made the seed. So I put, will you stop already? Man, just leave me alone. All right. Oh, he's already dead, so. Okay, so basically, yeah, you had to put the, what was it, the emeralds in the 4 corners, cardinal corners, and then other parts of the supremium. The blank, turned it on, and it made it. So that juncture story takes a lot of power. So I had the setup over here that burned down the house. So what I did here is I went ahead and crafted up this stuff. This is a reactor. Spirited reactor sounds like a pretty high level, but it's not. You basically go through a progression, but it's emeralds. That's why I was running low on emeralds. I had to do the mining runs. And then here are the Ender IO stuff. So this is, alloy smelter. This is the sag mill. And this is how you make the traveling wand. You have to make it through these 2 here. So yeah, this one takes XP. So I have another device that collected my XP. Okay. I think that's good for now. And we were playing with Thea G before. I think I have something cooking up here. Yeah, I have some netherite that I had extra ancient debris was found in the mining dimension. So you might ask, well, how am I doing this? Take a look here. So this is a wireless device. Now, the thing is, it's only grid. I made this wrong. I thought you had to make this in order to make the next thing, and I was wrong. So I didn't want to go through the process of making another grid. That's why it doesn't have a crafting, not 3x3 for crafting. You can't craft with this. You can only access the items. So that's a little bit of a pain. So I have to, eventually I'll get that fixed and make a crafting grid. I thought it was progressive, but it wasn't. So I should have made the crafting grid first and then made it into the wireless. So the wireless needs a signal, which is over here. I did a little different than I did in my other world. I used these guys. These are the, oops, did I hit the wrong button again? Yeah. So this is the network transmitters. Both of these are. And this transmitter is connected to, oh gosh, where is that at? Oh, there's 2 of them actually. They're both over in the B area. One's 54 blocks away. The other one is 57 and 52. So what that means is that this right here transmits the signal. These guys are connected through this thing, so it's a separate thing. They're bound to each other. You can have them in the other dimensions. You could have another place in a different dimension, and it would be connected to it. This is the wireless that works with that device I just showed you, this here. So if I go too far away, it doesn't work. So there are some range upgrades. That's why it says 48 blocks. Otherwise, it's only like maybe 16. But yeah, you saw that those were like 57 blocks away and 52 blocks away. So I had to put another wireless antenna on the other blocks here, not the one right here because it was close enough. But actually I put it, there's a block underneath here, and I put it right there. So Yep. So they're different. That's a little different way of doing it than what I normally do in modded Minecraft. I am going to put a cable. Eventually, run a cable. That's why I had this. I was just building. I just started cutting this out, but I wasn't sure how far to go. So yeah, we're gonna do it a little bit different than I did in the other. Because in the other one, I went straight down, but it blocked the door. I don't want to block the door this time, so I'm going to run it this way. And either run it straight down from here or run it all the way out to here and go straight down. Probably look better if I just do it right here, right? And then right down here, and then I'll go down to, I think it was level 55 or 57, something like that. Okay, so today, the biggest thing we're going to do, well, we're going to do two things. We're going to fight the Ender Dragon. I have some advantages in that I have this sword. Now, I did make up the Aldermodium sword. I wanted to show you why I did that. So here's this sword. Not bad. Not bad. This has got 9 in attack damage, 3 for speed, and 3 for entity. But when you get into here, let's do it this way too. It might be easier to compare by doing this. Let's look at the swords. So it's a wooden sword. You know, you've got 4 attack damage. Then you go to 5. Still 5 with the copper. Iron sword is 6 now. Golden sword, blah, it's a piece of junk. Diamond is better, but then it's a little bit better when you have a netherite sword. Okay, so then I had, I don't know if it shows it here. It probably should. But I had the, I showed you the Aldermodium sword. And then this one is, excuse me, the Eclipse is the one I showed you that had 8. Now look at this one. It's got 18. And here's what we're going to be working towards. Because 18 is great. It's good. But look at this. When I go to Vibranium, that's why I need the Ancient Stone. I need that in order to make up another smithing template so I don't use the only one I have to make this sword. This sword is 36 attack damage. The speed is not that much bigger. Who cares? But the attack damage means you hit a mob once, they're gone. It's just a one shot. It doesn't matter. Then, once you have free reign for the end, you can then go into finding unobtainium. It's actually not as hard as people make it out to be. And then this, look at that. 51 attack damage. That's definitely nothing that you're going to face. Even I've viewed in my personal world, I had the unobtainium. I tried it out. I was even able to take out the warden, which has a ton of HP just by hitting him a few times. It was amazing. So yeah, so you need that, but you can only get the smithing template, like I said, in the other, and it's a real pain. So I was fighting with the vibranium sword and still getting killed like 8 times in a row. But that's what we're working towards. But right now we've got the Aldermodium. I did do some preparation over this past few days. I put power 4. I wanted power 5, but I couldn't find it. I put in flame punch and infinity. And this is my sword here. This one's only got unbreaking and looting. Well, sharpness 3 is not very good. I think it came with that when I got the diamond sword. That's what it came with. Actually, I think I have a sharpness. Do I have a sharpness villager? Might be something we need to do before we head out, because we're going to use the sword to take a lot of health off the dragon. Yeah, I had to go up here because of the no crafting. Let's see. Sharpness. Yeah. Now, why do I not have sharpness 5? I thought I did that. Well, I'm about to do it then. This one is looting. Yeah, I had to make looting 3. All right, here's what we're going to do. Make sure we get some books and emeralds. Because actually, I'm going to do something that's unique because we have Apotheosis in the pack. I'm going to show you something kind of unique. And then we're going to... Oh, emeralds, yeah. Now, just basically two trips into the mining dimension with the trunk destroyer. That gave me probably over 3,000 emeralds. And emeralds are not that hard, not that easy to find, so it was pretty interesting. And I also have my seeds, but that seed thing has just started up this morning, so it'll work its way. Eventually, I'll get to the point where I use logistic networks and move them around, so I don't have to do them by hand. But right now, I'm doing moving everything around by hand. Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm just making sure this nincompoop doesn't go running away on me, and they will. All right, so yours is sharpness 5. 1, 2. Might ask why I'm doing 2. I'll show you in a minute. 3, 4. Okay. Then we'll put him back. And that's easy villagers for you. That allows you to play around with him. Yeah, I need to make up some more books. I run a little low. But here's what I'm doing. So these are 5. So I put these 2 together. Look what happens. Oh, wait a minute. How come it says that? Oh, wrong thing. Ah, man. All right, so that's this. I need to get another one. Ah, I got the wrong thing from him. How'd that happen? I clicked on the wrong darn books, what I did. So these guys are trash. They're not even worth talking about. All right, one more time. It was pretty high when I first got it. The sharpness 5 is pretty high enchantment. So so I did even cure him, try to get it down, but it got it down to like, I don't even know, it was like let's take a look here. I don't know what he's trying to tell me. Don't care. All right, so let's get... Oh, this is the wrong guy. What? I'm just not doing very good at all today. It's kind of not a villager. There he is. Yeah, I don't know what happened with you guys, what you're trying to tell me. Please ignore those messages, because I'm only on a single player world, so it don't really matter. Now that's Fortune. What is going on with these guys? Yeah, something's going on with my inventory system here. I think that has to do something going on with the what a mod. This is sharpness right here. See, due to bug in Easy Villagers, the wrong resource may have been extracted. Silk Touch. Let's get them all. Mending and breaking, power, flame. Definitely a bug. Definitely a bug. Do you reopen the grid? Okay. Let's do this. They were working just fine a minute ago. Honest. Yeah, it's not working. All right, I guess we'll have to just work with what we got for now. Yeah, that will just cheat one in, but I'm not going to do that. So what we'll do is we'll use this. This is pretty good anyways. And now you see here, normally in vanilla Minecraft, you can only get up to up to sharpness 5. Okay, but because of apotheosis, they give you a bunch of additional levels. So I've got unbreaking 3 is usually the highest you can go. So unbreaking 5 is I did 4 sets, made them both 4s, and then made them 5. Kind of what I did here. 2 tier 5s become a tier 6. I could have done that with the looting, but that's when I was low on my emeralds before I did the mining run. So I might go back and do that with the looting. Even though it's looting 2, you keep buying a bunch of looting 2, put them all together, and eventually they'll get you higher levels. We'll do that eventually. But for right now, we're not worried about looting the dragon. We're worried about actually taking the dragon out. All right, so anybody familiar with Minecraft would know that some people consider taking out the Ender Dragon the end of the game, and that is absolutely false. I don't know where that came from, saying I beat the game. There's no beating Minecraft. I mean, I have heard of people having their Minecraft world for over a decade, for like 7 or 8 years at least, because it just doesn't make any sense to me why people would consider that. Where's the end? Here it is. Actually beating Minecraft. It is not. It opens up the end, and then you have a lot more exploring to do, etc. That's all it does. You have to take out the dragon in order for the portal to open up, and they get like portals. You can get up to 12 of them, so you can actually fight this dragon 12 times. And they ring, basically they're ringing the, what's the word I want? They're ringing the end island. And in one of my servers, we did that. We opened that all up. Then we built platforms all the way around that connected all of the portals, so it was suspended, and then there were stairs going down to the actual island. I paired it off of something from what I forget the name of the. If I remember it, I'll say what it is. Oh, Shulkercraft. I did remember. So they had a video about that. It's pretty cool. So I followed up. So first step, of course, in this whole process is to take out these guys, because they will. Oops, got to do this. They will actually continue to heal the dragon. Uh-oh. Do I not have any? Where's the? I'm not hearing the. Oh, I didn't bring any. Oh, shoot. I didn't bring any bottles to get some dragon's breath. Oh, well, we'll have to fight him again. There it is. Okay, now I'm hearing it. See, now you can do this. Get back from a second. There we go. So once we take these guys out, he can no longer be healed. So it makes no sense to try to hurt the dragon now, because he can be healed by these guys. Oh, when you're doing this in vanilla, it's a little bit harder. You don't have an elytra yet, so you have to kind of pillar up. It's a little harder. I'll say, granted, I have flight, so is that it? I took some out before I had flight when I was here to get the ingredients for flight. Oh, there's one. This one. There you go. Now any kind of damage he takes will actually start to take his health. See, that takes him down quite a bit. I actually am thinking about going and getting some bottles so I can get some of that dragon's breath. Now, because I have the I have my portal here. Normally you wouldn't be able to do this. Modded Minecraft and all. Let's do that real quick. I do have bottles. Hopefully I can get the bottles out. Yep. So basically I'll just fly through the cloud of that purple stuff and take him out. Or take him out to get some of the dragon's breath. Sorry. I'm just all discombobulated. Come on. Come and get me. Breathe on me. He's so confused right now. Kicks me out of the way. There we go. There's some of the dragons. Oh, it got away. Oh, I got half a heart. Ah, I better get. That'd be funny. Me with all my prep and everything and still die. Yeah, see, I got 7. That's better than nada. Usually whatever you need, you don't need a ton of it for it. Anyways, okay. We're just waiting to heal up just a tad bit. Of course, I can use my invulnerability. I didn't think about that. When I go down here, I'm going to do that. He does a little wallop, doesn't he? When he hits you with this. His wings. Come on, shoot at me. Eat me, Seymour, eat me. Come on, let's go. Okay, forget it. There he is. We got it. Free the end. Come on, come on. Come get me. There you go. All right. I'm almost dead again. Jeez. Jeez Louise. I thought I was supposed to have like the 20 hearts, but that kind of went away when they did one of the updates. You used to see like your red hearts, you used to see like 2 rows of them after you ate a bunch of crops and stuff, but I'm not sure that really is the same. Is still the same thing. They might have updated that. They updated a few things. Updated some recipes. They made one recipe just really difficult. Hey guys, I'm doing fine. I am doing well. Matter of fact, we're going to go into the end a little bit because I want to get a shulker box is what I want to do. But first, gather up all this XP that's floating around. And break this. Yeah, did we? Yeah, we did. It didn't go very far, did it? So just like you do with like sand, you have to, because it's a gravity block, you have to break it. There we go. Now it will break into its item, and you need to be able to pick it up. Just like that. All right. Now let's get a... Nope. I was surprised. I actually found one of the waystones in my own world. I found a waystone on an island. It was just a random, just sitting there. Had to be turned on like all the other ones, but once it was, now this is, you know, in the end. So, okay, where did we? Oh, here it is. Now, in vanilla Minecraft, you'd want to be really careful with this. Crouch or do whatever, because you may end up being like over the void. But because I've got flight, I don't really worry about that too much. Okay. Took a little bit of damage. You can hear the kittens complain. All right. So there's nothing for it but just to fly in one direction until you find an end island. See, it moved me from here over here, and all of those, if you did all of them, would do that all around. So that would open up all of the end. Now you can get to the end. There's no blockage or anything, but that's just it just teleports you to the different quadrants of the end. That's my understanding, at least. Okay, we're gonna head. Might as well head north. See what we can find. Oh, there is a thing that you can get. I didn't show you this one. So here, you can do two things. You can do auto smelter, so it will smelt. I do that on my personal world. I put auto smelter, so whenever you know, even if it's inderium or excuse me, aluminium or vibranium or whatever, it'll automatically make it into an ingot. The problem you have with that is that if you put it through Theurgy, you take a ore sample and it becomes set. You can do like 5 times. I almost said 7, but 5 times. So one ore becomes 5. So you don't do that, of course, when you're smelting. So a lot of times, if it's something I want to do, like the gold or whatever, then I'll use my silk touch. But yeah, and then X-ray is another one. X-ray is cool because anything around it you can see, and when you're looking for unobtainium, it's easy to find it in the end here if you have that. And even so, like right here, I think this is the area. Maybe both of these right here. But if you look here, it says End Highlands. You can hardly see it up on the upper left, right below the circle. This is where you find unobtainium, and with that upgrade, it's right there. Oh, there you go. Yeah, just go one direction until you find something. Because there's actually 2 things I want. I still, even though I have this flight, I still want an elytra, because you might be able to use that for recipes or whatever. But I don't think these guys have. Nope, there's no ship here. Pretty good size city, so I want to keep coming back here for different reasons. So what we'll do is we'll put ourselves a waystone here. Just call it End City. And just in case I die, I can come back here quicker too. I had some decent loot here too. Yeah. I was worried about it. Oh, look at that. Curse of vanishing, but otherwise it's pretty good. I got the honey thing, so the bees are helping me out. They're attacking. Let's see. Those vengeance spirits can actually hurt you. I was in a dungeon and one of them killed me. I guess they only got one. He only got looting. So I need to keep going. I'll get a few here and then see if we find some more chests. And then we'll go ahead. But I could actually shoot these guys with my arrows too if I wanted to. Those bullets do cause damage. Yes, they are called damage. Do cause damage, so you have to be careful. Come on, guys. Stop. See, those little guys are attacking. Of course, they don't get killed, then they just teleport somewhere else. It's hard to find them. Spirits. Now with the vibranium sword or unobtainium would be like a one hit. I got my killer bees. They were helping me out. Kamikaze bees. I keep calling them killer bees. Let's see how we're doing. I got 6. That's enough for 3 shulkers. That's plenty. I move on and try to find the one with an elytra ship. Just continue to the north. Northerly paths. Yeah, when you're in, first time I played Minecraft, I was in Bedrock. 100% of vanilla, no add-ons or anything. Oh my gosh, you had to have like stacks upon stacks of blocks to be able to get from island to island. And it would, before you found it's a really small one, there's no ship here either. Before you found an end city, it would just take like hours and hours. And of course, if you made any of those guys mad, they would knock you off the little strip of stone that you were putting down or whatever it was, and yeah, it wasn't fun. So that right there is an exit back to the main island. Over there as well. Now later on, if I get higher in the apotheosis, that also could mean that there's an apothic mob that a boss that you can fight. So along that line, here's where I'm at with that. I haven't started making any of the devices, but I still need. All I need is to equip the uncommon boots. And here it says here these are rare, and slay the wither. The wither's pretty hard too, but hopefully we'll get at least the vibranium sword out of this mess, and that'll be helpful. But I don't let him fly. I encage him underneath the end island exit portal because that's bedrock. He gets stuck in the bedrock, and that way I can then it's easier for me to hit him. I've killed them even outside, but yeah, they're flying around and it's just difficult. Even with flight, I try to kind of get away from him for a second, and he came right after me. It was funny, very aggressive. It's like, well, that didn't work. At least not the way I was planning it. There are some big islands we could probably move around a little bit and see, but right now I'm just trying to find one with a ship. Now there is a website that can help you out if you're stuck. Let me go ahead and pull that up. I can show it to you. It's called, I think it's called Junk Base. Yeah, Junk Base Seed Map. And basically it looks like this right here. And you just have to find the seed, and you can do that very simply, just typing in a command. Just do seed. It's a really long number. So right there, and then you can just go in here and copy it, right? You copy that, and then once you have the seed, it's pretty simple. You just go on here. See right here, this is Java 21.6. This is, I did this earlier with my personal world because I was trying to find, I couldn't find one with a thing. So, you know, and here it shows me, and what was the, yeah, you light on these and it will tell you likely end city with ship, right? This isn't the one we're on now. This is from before. But yeah, you can do that if you get really, really frustrated with that. You can do that because it does in both Java and Bedrock. Sometimes the Bedrock ones, maybe it's better now, but when I was playing it back in the day, this one this one does have, okay, you can see that little part right there that's kind of going out, and then there's a little structure. That tells me that there's a ship here. Well, maybe not. Oh, no. There it is. This other right here. Not a structure, but just like a gateway. Need it for a couple of reasons, not just the elytra, but this guy on the nose is the other thing I need. There's a couple of recipes that I could use this in, maybe. I might actually need to get more than one. Let's make sure I didn't lose that into the void. Nope, there it is. Okay. And just to stay away from that shulker on the end. See, he got hurt, so he ran away. Coward. Here's a fatal hit, teleport you somewhere else. That's funny. I did that. I had it in my hand, and when I died in the dungeon, it was just kind of crazy. I thought I got some more. I guess not. It teleported me, and it wasn't really that much safer than what I was at. So we might do that a little bit too. We might do some dungeon diving maybe today. Get some more resources. This guy here. Boop. How that should go. I tried that one time, and for some reason, I guess I didn't pick it up. Oh, there it is. Might as well put these away. As well as that. This is my dragon scale. That's the dragon egg. And actually, I'm not sure what mod does it, But if you fight him again, you actually get another egg, which normally you only get one egg. Yeah, one egg in the world. That's all you get. But in this modded Minecraft, you can change. They change some of the rules up, right? Which is, kind of what it does. Okay, let's see here. How are we doing? Do we want to mess with this more? Just probably need one more to make it even because they're like takes 2 for a shulker. I won't use more than, at least not right away, but you never know. As you progress in the world, you might need more than one shulker, and you can actually, I think, let's see here. Let's try this just a minute. I always double check it, see what I can do here. Shulker shell. Yep. And so, yeah, you have, because it's a rare drop, you have to do that niter thing, and that's a pain in the butt. So, yeah, you're probably just better off to come into the end. I almost said nether, into the end and harvest them that way. Ah, do you want to do that? Man, they don't always drop though. Who is it? Oh, that's the other guy's hitting me. I was like, who's hitting me? Probably take the bee helmet off. It's kind of crazy. Where is he? Yeah, you can actually destroy the bullets as you get close. Yeah. But it takes a little coordination to do that. Not that you're not coordinated. Still only 7. What in the world? It's supposed to have looting on it, right? I thought I put looting on this. Yeah. Looting means you get good gear, good loot. Looting. Loot. Oxymorons. Ugh. Let's see, let's go in the big tower here. Man, I am starting to think that this looting sucks. Oh, yeah, another. Okay, stop. Finally. All right, now I'll break this guy here. We're going to break that with a silk touch, otherwise it just breaks down to its constituent parts, which is a bunch of obsidian. All right, let's drag out this little dude. Oh, I forgot to show you. You can go through. You can go. I think I did show you. Okay, so you can just hit my button. Whoop. Yep. See, now I'm out of there. They're still coming after me, aren't they? Who cares? All right. Base. Ring. Yeah, so I really want to upgrade my my sword again. So probably going to try to go into the other That's a real pain in the butt. But I got to do that anyway, so I want to get some of that soul lava, it's called. It's kind of like a shimmering blue. So I'm going to bring a bunch of several buckets just to make sure I get enough. All right, so let's just get into our loot here. All right, ender chest. Just take that for right now. I want to check this out. Is this, what level of this is this? This is diamond. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so it's a diamond level. It's renamed, so. Cool. Nice. Diamond scales. Yep, later on you can use that for some of your recipes. I don't think we need all this stuff, but grab it anyways. Oh, okay. It's like, wait a minute, what's going on here? I thought this was my backpack, the one on my back, but nope. Oh, I want that. Oh, I wanted that deep slate too. Oh, that. You better be letting me make my shulker boxes. No, I'm going to do it the modded Minecraft way. That's sophisticated. Some of these are, I'm going to figure out what they call shulker, just shulker boxes, huh? Shulker box. This is the problem with having this by here, because it doesn't read anything right here, so I have to go over to the bees. That's where I have most of my storage now. Alright. Bada boom, bada bing. Regular old shulker box. Lever. Just makes it, otherwise it's just a regular shulker. This makes it sophisticated shulker. What is going on with this? I'm not happy. Did the same thing to me earlier when I was trying to make up things. I don't know if it shows the right amount. All right. The advantage of having these, maybe it's over here. I'm looking for the, yes, that's what I found. I was looking for, what was it? There was lead. And I was like, I know I had a ton of it. I had it all made up. And it was in, like, it was over by the alloy smelters, but it wasn't being moved and it wasn't being read. So I did finally find it, but I'm like, what is going on? So it won't read it here, but it's okay. Yes, that's just a regular old shulker crap. I want the Sophisticated. Might actually make it colorful too. And the reason that I'm doing the sophisticated is because you can actually make them into iron, gold, make them bigger, have upgrades and everything in them too. So I do that when I use them for mining in the mining dimension. So, all right, so that's the chest. And it doesn't read. Well, here. I'm going to make these up just. Oh, here. Before I do that, I need to make up some. I have chests in here too. Don't know where they're at. Can I get those out? Oh, I can. Okay. Chest, no problems. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I just need to make up some more levers if I want to make these into. You could probably convert it. It's one lever, right? All right, we'll just make this up on our own. Do it manually. Kind of like what I would do if I was using a crafting table. All right, there we go. So we have 3 other ones. This one, though, I'm going to make different so I know what it is. I know it's mine. There we go. Now I know it's mine. And some of my worlds will have tons of these, right? The non-modded. And I would have them color-coded, like all 16 colors, and then the other ones would be just extras. Because there's 27 slots in the ender chest. And in those instances, I didn't have the modded stuff. When you have modded Minecraft, it's a little different. You know, it's a lot different actually. So right here, I have my guy right here. Now I do have things already made up. I made some things up a little while back, a couple days ago, for other reasons. So here, well, first off, we have to make this to a higher tier, don't we? Let's see. That's what these guys are all about. But this is basic. I'm going to go basic. I think that's just basic to netherite. So we want to make it as big as it can be. So we have to have the basic to, we don't have that, basic to diamond. Yep, but you can't make that because we got a basic, there's a progression here. All right, and I have one of these, it looks like. All right, it's a diamond. What's next? And that's just the progression of the, see, it won't pull this down, which is really stupid. See, it won't let me get a hold of it. The grid is all messed up. All right, so let's do this again. There's a way I can get it. I've been getting around it. That was gold, right? No, that's copper. I want the regular. Okay, so I need this one here. Yeah, this was a little problem. So instead of putting it into the grid, let's bring it down here. Bit of a workaround, but it works. And then here, yep, pulls that out of my inventory. And then here, it's a little bit expensive, but oh no, it's okay. There are some that are like, I forget which one it is. I think it might be this or some others that are like blocks of netherite, so it gets really expensive. Oh, I think it's these tier 5s. Yeah, I used up a lot of netherite doing that. Lots and lots of netherite. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We'll put this guy on the ground. Because we're going to use this in the mining dimension, it'll pick up a lot of stuff. I mean, I usually destroy like 5 chunks at a time. So there's thousands. This is what this one's all about. This is what this one. This is from 2 times doing it. Look at this. 65,500 nuggets. Divide that by 8 would be how many? How many nuggets we're talking about? And then another 17,300. Just with basically, where you see that hole that I showed you in the mining dimension. That's what that was from. Okay, so first off, we're going to make this to be neither. Are you not working? Oh no, it's not working. Really? Dude. This is supposed to be. I put the. Oh, Jesus, stupid. Let's see, can I get this out? I made a bunch of these up because I had a bunch of those. Can I do this first? It won't let me do it on a choker? That's no. What? This is stupid, man. What is the deal? That must be the next page. Shulkers. Right here. Shulker boxes. Regular shulker. That's what I did. I put the lever in there. Well, I tell you what, let's make another lever then. See if that will work. This is stupid. I don't know. I know I did it. All right, let's try it. Let's go down there. Break this dude. Fish him out of here. Let's see if this works. Okay, I think it did. Weird. I know I made it that way. Unless I chose the wrong one. Maybe that's what I did. Now I can make this. There we go. See the little black corners? Now look at it. It's huge. Huge. And you can put void. You can void it. So like if you're using it for like the nether or the mining dimension, right? It puts the trunker story puts things in here. So now it can do like 65,000 like I was doing the other one. But these extra things you can put the void. So if you don't want nether rack, you don't want the end stone, you don't want cobble, stuff like that, you can put it in there and it'll void it as it comes in. As the destroyer is putting things into it, it will void it out for you, so you don't have all that extra junk. And you want to do the same thing in the ether. The ether, we can show you that in a minute. I thought when I was talking about the other, it might be good to go into the ether and see what's in there. We're not going to do anything in there, but we are going to go into it. Now, this other red one here, this is what you do for these guys. If this isn't already sophisticated storage, that this will change vanilla chest and barrels into sophisticated barrels. Oh, wait a minute. Did I not get it? Oh, that's right. It goes into here. Bada boom, bada bing. All right, there's a bunch of other stuff here I don't need. This can go here. Yeah, these guys are apotheosis, but I don't really care. Just messing up my... I have to go into the... probably should do that. I want to go into the back to the dungeon and just throw this stuff away. Well, not throwing it away, but we're putting it away. Better word, put it away, not throw it away. I want to go back to the spawners because I forgot when I was there clearing the dungeon out. I forgot that I can actually. Oops, what happened here? Oh, that's right. I lost my food. What happened to my food? I better be able to get this out. Is it not? It is not letting me. You dirty dog. All right. Well, in that case. Yeah, in my other world, I actually use, it's called nitro crystals from power, and also have it the seeds making netherite, so it's pretty cool. Nether stars, excuse me, not netherite, nether stars. Oh, netherite too. Okay, I came down here to get some food. Probably should convert this guy so we're only paying 1 or 3, but that's okay. Not that bad, actually. You get 36 at a shot. Yeah, it is what it is. Alright, I think I have enough now to make this into a vibranium sword. Yahoo! Okay, so vibranium, yeah, right there. See, but I only got 1. I want to duplicate it. Oh, I can't. I gotta have this guy here. Ancient stone. Okay, so the way we do that is, like I mentioned, we have our right here. Mining bed. I think I might have enough still of these because I made this is just nuggets. Took 1 ingot, gives you 9, so I made the other one. Yeah, I haven't done anything with that since. Now this has to be laid down in the other here. Let's do this. As long as we're exploring dimensions, let's do this. What we're going to be looking at here is glowstone. Don't need that much. I have more glowstone than that. Come on. Yeah, I got to get these things connected because right now they're just not reading this right. That was glowstone. It had 49, right? Check this out. I know it's not reading right. I know it's not working right. It's just the way I have it set up, but just not the normal way. Where is it? Right here. Wait a minute. Maybe that's it. Okay, I'm wrong. I don't need that. I only need a ring of like 10, 14. Oh, do I have a water bucket? I got empty buckets. That's good enough. Probably not going to get the soul lava today because that's a bit of a search. Search parameters. So just like you would do with a regular portal. And then we do... Oh, yeah, I lost my... Yeah, this is annoying. Deep slate. Pop. Alright. It probably doesn't matter. I can just do the corners. Once I get some mob farms and I have witches in it, then I'll get all kinds of glowstone, so not to worry about that. So I'm not too worried about only having 49. I have some other recipes I've noticed that use glowstone. So like in some of the refined, that's why I used it up. It's right, because in refined storage you have to use glowstone to make up one of the, I think it's the advance, or one of the, either the destroyer module, like a little jewel, or the advanced one. You have to have glowstone. So yeah, that's why I've used it up. I thought I had more than that, and I did at one time. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is Wawa. It's kind of an interesting concept, using water as part of a portal, but yeah, you know, they got to be unique in some way. All right, here we go. Boom, see? Now that's a portal to another dimension. It's called the Aether, A-E-T-H-E-R. And we're headed there right now. Come on. Maybe. There it is. There's my hostile paradise. Entered the Aether. And of course, we want to put a portal here, a waystone, if you will. This is why I used up a lot of my. I had a bunch of ender pearls, but used them to make these. See, we don't. Well, it's okay. We got flight, so we're good. Probably put it right there. All right. So, and I have this compass in previous versions. Where is it? Oh, this one. It was much easier to make it. It had cobwebs and, you know, stone or whatever. Shoot. Oh, I won't show you here. It was this way. This compass is a bear to make now. Which one was it? This one. Because I have to make this one, the recovery compass, which makes this stuff. You had to use all this up. And then I had to make this stuff. We had this from netherite, okay? But Enderium? Oh my goodness. Yeah, before it was like, you still had to use netherite, but these, instead of being Enderium, which is an alloy you have to make up, it was like cobwebs or something. Yeah, they really, really changed that. And I was like, what? So it took me a while. But the reason I bring this up is because if you look here, there are different, Dark Temple. This is the dimension, is the overworld. No. So they have like, see right here, it says the Nether. Right here, Aether Holy Isles, or Aether Holy Isles, different things. And you can find, there's like a little dungeon thing. There's a boss mob in one. I inadvertently woke him up. Oh man, did he wipe me out? I didn't know how to play. I didn't even know how to hurt the thing. Because it looked weird. It was like a cube instead of a, walking, person or whatever. So yeah, so you can find things in the ether as well here. The Aether, whatever you want to call it. Okay. So different dimensions, overworld. Here it is, Highfield Camp, Aether Holy Isles. And I used the Chunk Destroyer. Oh, I got so much of this stuff right here. Not the grass, but like this Holy Stone and Ether Dirt. Oh my gosh. Look how much Holy Stone there is there. And I don't know if I did the 5x5. I might have. And so it was, I had enough to fill up an entire, and I only had like iron filter, like second or third level filters. So it was filled up my chest, like they were all full of Aether materials. Here, it might be faster just to do this. Pop, there we go. Just wait for that transition thing to go on. All right, so now we need to go to the nether. I suppose I can go in this one. This one could be a little bit, because we're right here. I actually want to do something here while we're here. I might have just put this right here because you have to put this in to get to the other. Yeah, target says the other. You have to put this down in the nether to do that. Yeah, because I was wondering if there's any vibranium here is what I was getting at. Usually, vibranium will spawn in the world, no problem, and mostly in the nether here. They say it's supposed to be in the other, but I've never found it. So I find it here. It's in either this biome or the green one, the warped. This is the crimson forest or the warped forest, and it has to be touching air. So like this, it has to be one side of it has to be touching air. So usually it's in the right there's my other portal. Even though it's quite a ways away, it's only 1/8 of the way away as it is in the overworld. I'm just kind of, now that I have flight, I'm looking to see if I can find it. Vibranium. I found a couple of them. The ones I did find, they were on the side of the hill, or on a wall, if you will. Like right here. So it was touching air. But more commonly you find it in the ceilings. I also am looking for the blaze spawner. I want to nick that blaze spawner and take it with. Oh, I thought this was it for a minute, but this is the prosperity ore. It's green. It has kind of weird veins. It reminded me of an old mole I had one time. It had to be removed because it was ugly looking. Precancerous kind of thing. Ugly green veins and all. Nope. Bite me. I think we're about done though. One shot. Nice. I'm moving around a lot, so I may end up having to use the portal to get me back. Heard a ghast complaining, screeching, whatever. So usually on the map you can kind of tell, if you zoom in, it'll tell you where you're. Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah, portal. So it's north of here, so I wandered a little bit too far south. It's supposed to be aggro at me if I don't have gold on, but I've noticed in this mod pack that it's not the case. Don't know exactly why, but whoever, they changed, like I say, changed some of the game rules. There's a mod called Easy Villagers, which allows us to do that trading, but also includes the bartering with the piglins, so maybe that's why. You have to be able to pick them up. You can't pick up aggro piglins. Oh, there's one right there. That's the other one, though. So Ah, there you are. All right, no, we're not going to go to the other yet. I'm still trying to find the other, the spawner. It might be kind of hidden, so that's why I was having trouble finding it, because there's a lot of netherrack and everything hiding this this fortress. It's kind of weird. You don't normally see this embedded inside. Usually they're out and about. It's nope. There's one. There's one. So it won't break it if I do it with a silk touch. Now I've got it and it's mine. Can use it as a farm and get unlimited blaze rods. And they can make, you know, eyes of ender and all that neat jazz. All right, now let's go to the. They look a lot similar, very similar. Oh, I didn't see that guy coming up on me. Because he was coming from behind. He killed me too. Did he kill me? Or did something go over to my belt? Oh, how'd that happen? It's supposed to be in my hand. Weird. All right. This will look a lot very similar to the nether, but has the same kinds of mobs, the gas, the blaze, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, but we're looking for ancient stone is what we're trying to do. And okay, we might as well be prepared here. I'm going to go ahead and grab, because you might run into mobs like right away. So let's hope not. That's what I did. How come that's not working? It's supposed to do this and click. All right, let's take that off just to make sure. There we go. Maybe nothing in my hands. It's supposed to be offhand. Supposed to be okay. So as I said, even the soul sand is the same. But we'll go ahead and put the other. But now we need to find some ancient stone and use this down below. So we'll just do this. Nope, small tunnel. Right there, ancient stone. Boom, got it. It's all over the place in the other. All right, now I can. Fish it out of here. First, keep forgetting about that. Ancient stone. Put this over here because we're going to make up a farm pretty soon. Actually, probably do that soon. That'll be something that we do. I don't think I'll be able to. Maybe I can do that before I leave, but I won't have access to this world when I leave. I'll have access to my server when we're out and about. Out and about. Put this stuff away. I might regret that with the ancient stone now that I think about it. Maybe I should have kept that in my inventory. Ugh. to make sure this works. The glitches we're running into. Okay. Vibranium. So in order to do that, I have to see it's not reading that I have. All right. I did some things. We're going to have to work on that. Ready to sleep once we can. That'll get rid of the rain for us. Right there. All the audience. Don't tell me I don't have any. And it's, yeah, they're not reading each other, so. Okay, let's go ahead, let's fix that. That's annoying the heck out of me. Oh. I really want to get that fixed first, so let's try this. Then I'm going to fix this. You have to run cables. It's kind of a pain. Yeah, see, now it's not letting me. What? All right, we're going to take a break to see if I can. I'm going to log out and log back in during that break and see if maybe that helps. I don't know if it will or not. This is a local on my computer, so it's not like it's a server or anything. Let's take a look, and then we'll see what happens. All right, so let's take a quick break. All right, all I did was log out and log back in, out altogether. I went out of the launcher and everything, so I don't know if it's going to work or not. There we go. Yes! Yes! One back, and I just need... Maybe that's all I needed to do? Oh, man. All that problems I was having earlier, and I just needed to log off and log back in. That sucks. Dude. You do not know how much I was fuming because I couldn't get things done. It was a mess. Give me some room to operate here. There we go. This is just a, it's from that on a stick thing. This is just a smithing table on a stick. So there's that. And then there's that. All right, look at that. 36 attack damage. Ooh, stinking rah. All right, I have a couple things I wanted to do. Let's take a look at, let's go get the spawners. I have them marked, and I'm just going to go ahead and, because they're in this temper thing, I can get rid of that. But this is the wither. They're already safed. In other words, there's they all have light around them, so they're not going to work. So there's this Creeper and Enderman. These are all different portals. And the reason you want to get the vanilla portals is because, again, in Apotheosis, you can make, I don't know what they're called. Let's take a look. There's spawner, there's things you can do. And I think these here. So, spawner rune, infused, improves the mob spawner. So I don't know if it shows. Yeah, right here. So basically, it makes the delay smaller, but the mob count coming out, the max entity is 7 to 12, and activation range is 24. There's another one here. So this is spawner upgrade rune. So basically, you can see here it's got max of 18 entities, but you see that the delay is less, so they're going to be spawning more often. Yeah, and so there's different ones. These are all, see, down to 200. So these are ways you can improve your spawns. You got to get this stuff, and you have to be able to infuse. And I couldn't get the infusing to work in my personal world, so we'll try that later. So yeah, down to 20. So this is they're like boom, 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 right, going out all the time. And there's other things you can do too. You can spawning range, rune of control. What does that do again? Redstone control is on, so it's always going. You don't have to use redstone to turn it on. Perpetual twilight. It ignores the light being on. So in other words, you don't have to have it in a dark room. It'll always spawn. Doesn't have to be nighttime. That kind of thing. Rune, twilight, debilitation. There's one here of silence too. You can, initial health. There's one you can do where it silences it. Is that it right here? Solitude. So this one here actually will ignores players. I thought there was one where you actually can. It actually makes the when they're no noise when they I forget what they call it. Well, just Pilpo just did this 1 or 2 episodes ago, so I can go back and take a look. But I haven't done anything with that. because again, you have to infuse the contents for some of them, and I can't. I don't know how to do that. I tried. I even looked up online, had AI helping me, and it was a pain. So it didn't work. In other words. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to there, and Nick, as my friends from the UK would say, I don't need that. This one here. Bip. So we're back into a dungeon. And this is the one that is a creeper you see up top. So if I do it with, this is Apotheosis that lets you do this. You can just do this. And it is a working, it's not a broken spawner. It's a working spawner. It's a spawner that, right here. So these are all working. I tried the magma cube one just to check. I got that from the Bastion when I got the, I had to find the vibranium template was found in the Bastion, so I had to go into there. Okay, so I can get rid of that. That's the creeper, dude. Enderman, that's down below. Yep, right here. Same thing, we'll nick this guy. And before we had Apotheosis in the pack, we had to break them, and then we had to use another device to make to repair them and put a different soul into it. In other words, like the soul of a witch, if you will. Still going to do that because we need to make the witch egg. I got one for Enderman I don't need because I have this, so I got to find the witch. I got to kill. I'll show you how to do that. It's not that difficult, but it takes a couple steps, as everything does in modded Minecraft. All right, I'm going to get rid of that one. Enderman. And there is a wither. Right there. I put 2 on because they were really bothering me. I didn't know where they were coming from. They were popping out here, and I'm like, it's got to be in the wall. Because I couldn't put a light on it, so I died here a couple times, at least once, maybe twice. And this is the lowest level of the dungeon. So this is the lowest level, and it causes all kinds of problems. See that one? Yeah, we're out of here. Up. All right. So we'll get rid of that as well. So we don't need the wither. Okay, so all of those 4, they're all working. Okay. So then you can take the broken ones. You can make them if they're working and they're not broken, like these other ones that we have here. Like right here, this is a silverfish, skeleton, spider, zombie. Now you might keep 1 or 2 of these, like 1 zombie, 1 spider. Spider gives you a lot of string, and spider eyes for potions. Okay, we need fermented spider eyes for our weakness potions for the villagers, to convert the villagers. So that might be something worth keeping. But the other ones we can use. We can break them down, and then I have made this. This right here, I made this wither spawner. And how did I make it? Let me show you. Again, a bit of a process, not too much. Right here. This is called the spirit extractor. And, oops. You see those shadowy things when I kill a mob? That's called a vengeance spirit. What I can do with that, I gotta find it. I hope I can get it out. Hopefully. Oh, must not be there. Oh, here. Okay. So here I can, if you kill them, you're using this right here to put, and you actually, like a magnet, it sucks them like, I think of like, if you ever saw the Ghostbusters, suck the spirit right into there, and then you use that box in this device and an egg, and it comes up with a spawn egg. Cool, huh? And then by doing all that, that allows you then to click on a spawner and put that egg into the spawner, and it becomes a spawner or whatever, witch, or I have in my personal world, I killed the elder guardian. I'm having our elder guardians coming out. I have ghast coming out. Now those you have to. It's easier to do it with the Ender IO, the powered, because you have to. It's easier because you just use a jar, a soul jar. It's weird. It's a process. But here you have to get blood from animals that you've basically taken out. Right here, using these guys. So, yeah. I think I might want to... I don't know why I have that there, to tell you the truth. I think I'm going to find another dungeon and do some more dungeon diving. I got to find that pair of boots. You can make them, but I don't really know how to do that very much. So, why not make boots? But you have to make boots through the apotheosis. Right here, where it says of health, of the current, blah, blah, blah. That's what you're looking for. I'm looking for a pair of boots that'll get me through this level, Frontier. That's the Haven. This is Frontier level. Here, in order to get in, unlock the Ascent, I've already done everything there. I've got Uncommon, this, that, and the other thing. I've killed an Apothic. That's what I was thinking of the word. Apothic Invader. I've killed one of them. The Uncommon Helmet. I need Uncommon Boots. And Uncommon, I think, is this orange color. Okay. If you look at the detailed information, you can see that the Uncommon, 30% chance of dropping them when you're, fighting the mobs, right? But there's basically nothing you can do for Epic or Mythic at this level. So when you get to the other levels, that's when you start getting higher chances for Epic and Mythic. So here you see that I've got to slay the Wither. Here, the one I saw, the other game I was playing, I had to actually take out the dragon, but it doesn't say that in any of these. Slaying the dragon is not a big thing, I guess. Unless that dragon's up here, and if I've already done it, it'll show up as green. Uncommon boots. So we need boots. We need to find boots. So I've been a few places in this world, not a lot. We need to find... There's one. I have not been there. So I can hardly tell these. There's one of the pylons, or waypoints, sorry. Oh, there it is. Let's see, it doesn't show up. I can't read it. So I don't know. We'll have to look and see if we get there. So we'd have to do a little experimenting. All right. Yeah, I just turned Minecraft music down a little bit. Probably could do it here too, inside the controls. All right, I'm not sure how to tell. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. Ah, there we are. All right. And it is kind of to the north. northeast here. Or we can just do this. Be careful. We're looking down and we'll go down. Oh, and I crashed my game doing that. Okay. Yeah, beta. Did it one too many times. One too many zips. Zip, zip, zip. You may have noticed from before, yes, I do have a thing for lighthouses. I love lighthouses. That would be a perfect vacation for me, just visiting various lighthouses along the coastline somewhere, like along maybe the Pacific coast or something like that. Wow, I've almost got 6,000 followers. I remember back in the day, earlier in the year, actually on the beginning of the year, we were looking at 1,000. It would be great. And I thought myself, I was thinking, hey, if I could have 1,000 by mid-year, it'd be great. And I got 1,000 like within a month or two, month after that. So yeah, about a month into the year. All right. So let's see if it should be right where we left off. It just crashed because it's modded Minecraft. That's what happens. Hello, everybody. I don't know, by everybody saying the same thing, I can't tell anybody that's that's a bot or not a bot. I know there are a few people that are watching, obviously, and there's probably still few people, excuse me, that are chatting that are from the audience and stuff. But when I see the same thing being said over and over and over again, it just tells me that there's some artificial chatting going on. But I do thank you for showing up, for being on the stream. We have a little over 70 viewers right now, so I thank you. I'm not in it for anything other than the fact that I play games and I wanted to stream as I was playing. That's all I wanted to do. I wasn't in it for anything else. Not in it to make any money or anything like that. Okay, so let's take. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Let's take a look at the map. I gotta adjust my course a little bit. I don't care if it's dark, if it's night, because we're gonna be in the dungeons anyways. All right. I'm not gonna go down and down and down. It's just drive me nuts, and everybody go dizzy. So we're just gonna go ahead and do this. How come that is not? Oh, because I'm not doing it right. why is it only taking down one at a time? It's because I have to do the small tunnel. You know, it'd help if I actually did it with see, too far down. Okay, sure. Whatever you say, Fuzzy Wuzzy, let's do this. I don't want to go all the way down when I come down again, so boop, there we go. So you see, this is a dungeon in all the mods. So this is a mod that brings in that spawns these dungeons in. This is not done in vanilla. So I do this. Nope. Shapeless. Get my... Oh, come on, really? One shot. See, they run away from me because I got my kitten slippers on. They don't like cats. One shot. Well, I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm just going to go ahead and see, and that vengeance, he still hurt me. Yeah, there was one back there. And there was missing here. Where was that? I thought I saw another. Kept missing him. Oh, maybe that was just this guy out of the corner of my eye. Thought sometimes in the wall there are actually spawners in the wall. So you saw you get your phantom membranes for some of these more advanced recipes. That's how I got my first time I got the flight. That's how I got the phantom membranes for the recipe for flight, because I hadn't seen the phantoms yet, and so I got them out of the loot drawers or loot chests or whatever you want to call these. One shot. I thought that was the vengeance. Oh, I got killed. Where'd it send me? Now I don't know where it sent me. Yeah, I don't have the health that I should have. They're so aggressive, they just run after you. They just die, too. Yeah, this is tough. This has got a bunch of spawners behind these blocks right there. I'm going to get killed before I can. They're coming out of the walls because if I had a matter cannon, that would be an easy thing to take these guys out. But yeah, I'm about ready to die. What we need to do is just tear up all these walls. There's one. Another one. Now I'm going to get killed right here. I went to a wooden mansion in my own world, and I got some. What's the name of those guys? They drop. Well, they drop. Oh, the evokers. They drop the tokens of undying. So I use that to keep me alive. Don't get me wrong, these guys did a good job keeping me alive, just teleporting me someplace else. There was boots. 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 This might be why we came here, guys. Come on, put that away. Ah. Shouldn't work. Come on. Nope. Not uncommon. Pretty much sucks to be green weenie. Oh, hey, what did that do that for? Oh, another backpack. That was on one of the mobs, I believe. That won't go into any other backpack unless you have. I think I mentioned that the other day. I have Inception, it's called. It's an upgrade. It allows backpacks to go into backpacks. I don't need those things. Like these guys here, these are stupid. This come from taking the mobs out. Yeah, dumb. Oop. So we'll do this. Pull in the. Yeah, all this stuff is just from the mobs. There's not loot, in other words. I'm surprised I stayed alive. Of course, being able to one-shot these mobs really helps. If I didn't have Vibranium Sword, it probably would have been more than one death. So that's just regular golden boots. I'm not even going to try those on because I know that's not going to work. Oh, another one. I thought there was another one around. And the various gems. We don't have anything right now, but once you put it into the apotheosis stuff, then the gem slots will come into play. Ooh, I got some kamikaze bees helping me out. All right, so this is a dead end. I don't think I have anything over here. Nope. So this is the next level down. And of course, they fall down in there. I hate it when they do that because it stays for like, it just keeps going. And it's a lot more than 15 seconds, I'll tell you. Yeah, I don't have any upgrades. I need to put some upgrades in here. So, yeah, this thing's stupid. And I also need to put like a void thing so it doesn't get any of the gear doesn't go in here. That's the best way of doing it. That way it would just get voided out, any of this gear that drops. That way you don't have to worry about it for later. Actually, these should just go in my regular backpack. All right. My bees are still following me because I get hurt and then they show up. Oops. Oh, good thing I noticed that, huh? I got additional food right here. So I got a lot of apples. I got additional meats and bread. I should get cheese and make a sandwich. Meat, bread, and cheese. This is an interesting biome. This is the grove, I think. And over there is the, the one with the wither and the, I might have a witch spawner. So that's what we need to find out. Get down to that level, might be able to find a witch spawner. That's the other one we need. For the witch drops like 6 or 7 different things. It's really interesting. Come on, guys, you're gonna. There you go. Get rid of those guys easy. He won't bother me. do like the one shot though. My goodness. Might as well clear the hallways out first. It's annoying that I have that kitty shoes on, but I need them for the creepers. I died. See, the vengeance spirits can still kill me. That's the crazy thing. Fine, be that way. And then I never found the boots, did I? I was looking for. Get these out of there. Just looking. No boots. Nice thing about these, you can do this. No boots. Alright, fine. Depth Strider. These are all the different Alright, we're gonna go back one more time, see if I can find some boots. If we can't, then we're done. And we'll go ahead and do something else. I just thought I would, I thought I saw, here they are. Oop, there we go. All right, we're heading back. We're not gonna do the rigmarole that we did to get there. And the hostile mobs, typically, they will despawn if you're not around. So they kill you and they're no longer there. It's the strays that are causing a problem. Like that guy right there. Oh, another one of these rooms. Ah, I'm out of here. Yep, another one of these rooms that have all kinds of spawners in it. I'll get to that one later. Yeah, I'm not happy with how much health I have, so I need to work on that through the apotheosis probably. You can get things in on your various devices that will improve your health. It's kind of like what happens when we do Vault Hunters does the same thing. You get different gear, different level gear, it will give you. Man, I can't find those boots for the life of me. We have to look at trying to craft them. Of course, we're not at the lowest level yet either, so. We can't get mythic or epic, so hopefully we'll get them. Dude, down there. Oh, there's one. That's where it comes from. Because it has to be activated. And, oh, these guys are cave spiders. They're nasty. They like to poison you. come on, get away from me. And they're very aggressive. Yep, killed me. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not happy with how much health I have. There's no way that's 20 hearts worth of health. But I often forget. I'm also forgetting to use my invulnerability when I can. So that's on me. Is that the right one? I don't remember. Oh, I don't think we did much in the way of. Yeah, very close to each other, aren't they? That's the one that had all the extra spawners in there. You look at my XP, I got quite a bit of XP. Even though they run from me, I can still use their gunpowder. Where are you guys coming from? From a spawner? I don't see where they're coming from. If I can see a direction that they're coming from, that typically helps. It might just be regular vanilla hostile mobs, huh? Just looking around, see if there's any spawning happening here. Don't want that. Keep that down here. Same thing here. It's interesting. You can't put a backpack in there, but you can put another. I guess you can do that in the ender chest too, huh? These are just taking up space. I'm not. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm not going to hang on to these. They just take up space. Eventually, we'll get the void upgrade, so we won't have to deal with it. This is actually a mod here too. This gives you the trash can. Again, this guy is coming into my main backpack because I have a spot for it. All right. All right, I vote for not dying again. How's that? Like I say, I'm not happy with how much health I have, though. This is causing issues. At least you're not strays with poisoning me. All right, here's what we can do. We can get rid of those, just in the way, visually at least. This spawner here, right there. I thought there was a, yeah. Again, it has to do with my thorns. Thorns killed it. I typically put thorns on the chest plate. I don't know where it's supposed to go, but that's where I normally put it. It's just going down to the next level. Usually more vines down here. Not gonna stand around by the vengeance spirit hits me. Okay, spiders. Yeah, it's like they hit you one last time before they disappear. It's like, take that. And I call it a vengeance spirit for nothing. Pretty funny, actually. All right, let's see. We'll load everything up that we can. Oh, here, let's do this. Put this one in there. All right. Oh, another. Still nothing, huh? Still nothing. All right, how long we been at this? I don't even know. I've just been playing 2.5 hours already. Really? Nice. That's what I like about Minecraft. You can play Minecraft for months, you know, and not be done. And you know, it's just zen. You just play, just keep playing, keep playing. What happened to? Oh, there's Chicken Jockey. He's not as rare in the mod in this mod pack as he is in real life. I think in real life they got like a 3% chance, or in vanilla Minecraft, 3% chance of spawning. I've seen a lot more of them in this mod pack than you would see in vanilla Minecraft. Well, I'm actually looking for a witch spawner too. That helped. Yeah, there's another one of those. Lots and lots of spawns. Not doing it. Not right now. Not with the way not the way this health thing is. If I can't get this health better, I'm not going to be able to go into get the unobtainium. What's the word I'm looking for? Template. There's no way I'd survive more than 30 seconds in one of those. Not with this amount of health. So yeah, you have to do some work with the apotheosis. Oops. Keep hitting the wrong button here. To get the additional health. Might be something we do next time we're on stream on this world, because my other one I've already done that. I got much better health and much better. Oops. Hey, how'd that get there? Survivability is what the other word I was looking for. One item. All right, I guess I gotta start going in the other backpack. Not a biggie. Nothing like keeping track. I died twice so far in this dungeon, so. But I am at the next level. There is that too. What I mean by that, here I'll show you this. Do it. See, these are levels. So if you're playing at this level, it's higher than that level. So you have, you know, these different drops. When we start getting into epic and mythic, you have to, you know, you have to update your gear, or you better be playing back down here. If you don't have updated gear, then I think that's probably what's going on right now. I don't have any updated gear, so I haven't gotten any additional health or anything like that, or gems, gem slots. So I may need to do that. In order to, if nothing else, in order to be competitive and stay alive. Yeah, here's what I'm doing next. I'm going to go into here. Did that crash? I think it crashed. That's crazy. I wasn't doing anything but just getting ready to knock out those iron bars. Yeah, there are so many mods in this mod pack that they can interact and interfere with each other. I mentioned that about a week or so ago, in one of the updates updated, and then Iris, which controls the shader packs, was making my server crash, so I couldn't even get to it. I couldn't log on the entire day. And then they did another update. We turned it off. We didn't delete it, but we made it. I forget the word. Disabled it, and it was fine. But yeah, that shouldn't happen. That's why I'm coming down here. I want to just get to the... See if I can find a witch spawner. It'd be easier than going through the process of getting the witch's soul. Making an egg, which I've done a couple times in this mod pack, but yeah. See, I break that so that no other mobs are coming in the area. These are spirits, so you guys about to be. Oh, I might die here. Yep, I did anyways. I didn't use my immunity fast enough. It doesn't last very long. It lasts like, I don't know, maybe a minute. There's a room that has, the middle has a spawner, but then there's 2 spawners up on the ceiling too. That's the room I ran into. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's do this. I guess not. I guess where'd they all come from? No idea. Don't want any of that stuff. Yeah, I definitely have to get the void upgrades on into this. Same, you have to do this by hand, I guess. I'm not going to worry about it. I don't use the, in the dungeon here, I'm not using the arrows. So. Story. There's that one, the one nearer to the base, and it has a lapis geode. So like the amethyst, but it grows lapis instead of amethyst crystals. Skelly spawner. Like, that's a wither. Yep. I guess I don't have witch spawner in this particular dungeon. I wish I did, or maybe I just haven't gotten there yet. Because if I was hard up for redstone, I'd take all these, but I've got tons of redstone, so not awful worried about it. That's the weather. there's that one I was talking about, the floor and then in the ceilings. I guess if I'm prepared for it, let's do it. I did it right that time. Using my immunity. I thought that was a spawner, but I was bad. I was wrong. Look at that. I got rid of all the... Must be another spawner here. I didn't see it. Could be in the walls. You know. But to keep a lookout and see when they're spawning. Did I get everything already? What's going on here? Oh, give me a break. Get up out of the way. What I'm talking about is these guys here, all this gear. I gotta get that taken care of. My gosh. All these spawners. Don't need that. We got the stray wither spawner. Another one. 2 of them. Wow. All right. They don't stack either. Which kind of sucks. All right, we got a few more minutes left to the stream. I probably won't get out of this. I'll probably... Spawners are on this. But there is enemy spawners here too. There's some boots. Maybe. Yes. See where it says World Tier Ascent. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Did it. Did it. It only took about 4 or 5 deaths. I've lost track. Oh, there's one inside here. Yeah, there's a couple inside there. It's funny how they're like right here. Inside there. Maybe 1E1. Yep. I learned that the hard way. I was like, where'd they keep coming from? And they were popping out right next to this. Like, what's in here? And then, yep. So it's a harder room, so they give you a lot more gear, or a lot more loot, I should say. All right, I think I'm about done with this dungeon. We'll have to capture or take out a witch. And you can find one of those tall towers. It's pretty easy to find them now. And I'll show you what that one looks like in a second here. Let's get rid of these guys. Bip, 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 bip. Oh, wait a minute. Is that a... What is that? Armor? Well, interesting. I don't know what that is. But I finally found some boots. That one goes away. That's just regular trash. we get back though, I'm going to get that taken care of. Get the I don't know what I want to call it. Losing my train of thought. The void upgrade. Okay, let's make it back. Warp speed. You know, to use this device right here to make a make an egg for the witch, and then we could just turn one of those spawners into the witch spawner. No big deal. I've done it, like say, several times in this mod pack. So, okay, so we got quite a bit done, huh? We did quite a bit of work. We got ourselves into the next tier. We were able to kill the Ender Dragon, get ourselves some shulker boxes. Yeah. Okay, so thank you everybody for showing up, for being part of the audience, part of the stream. Appreciate it. Thank you for anybody that's been chatting. I do appreciate that as well. It's difficult for me to know who is a bot and who isn't, so I apologize for that. But hopefully we'll get that straightened out eventually. So, all right, yeah. So have a good day tomorrow afternoon, 1:00, and it'll be World of Tanks tomorrow. Okay, and then we'll get right back into probably working on either the Mark of Excellence or working towards the next tier in our tech trees. All right. So take care. Have fun. Oh, by the way, happy Father's Day to anybody that has it wherever they're at. If you have that holiday and you are a father, thank you for taking the time to raise your children, raise them correctly. We all appreciate it. We want to wish you a very happy Father's Day. All right. We'll see you all later, guys. Tomorrow. Bye.